Hey everyone, sorry if it's a little bit noisy right now. It just started raining and storming outside, so I hope it's not too bad. But it has been a while. I know on here it looks like it's only been about 6 weeks since we posted our last video, but we actually haven't filmed anything in over 6 months. And so much stuff has happened during that time, so I wanted to make this video to let you guys know what has been going on, catch up with you a little bit, and document some memories, as well as let you know about some projects we've been working on and some potential changes coming to this channel. And I know that's kind of a lot to cover all in one video, but I've just been feeling so like paralyzed on how to move forward and make this, and been totally neglecting it, and I don't want there to be a huge gap in time, and I want things to be chronological. Anyways, I'm ranting. But I just want to start creating and documenting again, so I'm just going to make this really simple, have a quick chat with you, maybe throw in a few clips from the last few months, and we're just gonna go with it. So first off, to address why we stopped filming after our Taiwan series. If you've been keeping up with our other socials or our community tab on here, you may already know this, but if not, Alan's dad has been in a very tough battle with stage 4 cancer for about the last year and a half, and because of that, we've had to make a lot of changes. So we decided to take a little break from traveling internationally, as well as doing this YouTube channel, so we could just be there, be present, and not have to worry about this on top of everything else that's already going on. And I am not going to focus on or go into details about my father-in-law's health or any of our family matters, because I don't think the entire internet is the place for that. But I still really wanted to make something about our experiences the last few months, because even though we stopped being on the go, we still actually did a lot of stuff. We were able to go on Alan's dream trip with his dad and his stepmom to Kauai, which is an island in Hawaii, and it was very special to still be able to go on that trip because Alan had been wanting to do this with his dad since he was just a little kid. So it was really great that that could still happen, especially since Hawaii is our favorite place in the entire world. We lived there, got married there, and it's just a very special place to us. And it was so great that we could still go and share that with his dad, and we got to go to Niihau together.
It's like 5 in the morning, and we're about to go on a catamaran tour to the Nepali coast in Niihau,
which is another island in Hawaii. You can't actually go without an invitation from a resident, but we got to go snorkeling off their coast, which was just so amazing. There was so much great wildlife, and there's spinner dolphins, a monk seal, and there was just like this really cool underwater geography that we'd never seen. And then we all went to Kauai's Nepali coast, which is that like huge, amazing, just beautiful coastline that you think of when you think of Hawaii. And we also got to visit some other cool spots on the island, but we mostly took it easy and relaxed, so we didn't tire out his dad too much. Then we went back to the mainland US, and I made it to a family reunion all the way in Utah. It's just a couple days, but I got to spend some time with my family, which I don't get to do very often because everyone lives so spread apart and far away from each other. So that was pretty cool to do. After that, we drove halfway across the country with Alan's sister.
We're about to drive 24 hours to Kansas with my sister Jen.
Hi!
Let's go!
Your new home for the next 24 hours. Get comfy.
Get comfy, Alan.
And you thought the economy was bad.
And we took part of Route 66, which is like a super iconic road trip to do here, and we didn't make very many stops because we were just trying to get from point A to point B.
But we can see a tornado right now.
There's just a thunderstorm watch.
There is a thunderstorm on that way. There's some lightning.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, that freaked me the out for a second.
What?
You have a smudge on your windshield that is a perfect funnel shape, and it's catching the light. And I was looking at this. I'll have to show you the playback because I was like, holy we're about to die. It's just your window.
It's dirty. Sorry.
But we got to drive through some new states and see all these cool landscapes, and it definitely inspired us to travel more within the US someday. But it's super expensive, so, you know, one day. Then we got to Kansas and we moved with Alan's sister for a while. And those months were also very slow, but I honestly really loved our time there. His sister and her kids are so awesome. And Kansas is actually so beautiful. It was nice out, and we went on all these night walks, and there were fireflies every single night.
Oh, they're so pretty.
And they were very hard to film.
Oh, it's not working.
But they are just these magical little creatures, and we had this amazing summer weather. These crazy electric storms would roll in the evenings. And we got super lucky while we were there and even got to experience a tornado.
Week 2 in Kansas. There is a tornado warning right now, and the siren's about 20 minutes away. Our nephew says the sky is green where he is.
And a tornado.
And a tornado
F4,
has touched F4.
F4 tornado touched down outside of Lawrence. This is a real Midwest adventure, folks.
On the ground, or was it just a funnel cloud coming down?
No, it was starting from the ground and it was spinning up.
Oh my god.
Both of my children are dragging. Okay,
Get in the basement.
can you
Yeah, should we be getting in the
can
basement?
you just hurry up?
This is messed up.
Why?
We went to Kansas one time.
Is that what this happened?
One time and welcome to Kansas.
What?
The one thing you
I
didn't want
know.
to happen.
I know.
Tornado warning, Lecompton, North Lawrence, take shelter.
Tornado party.
Second one down here.
Only your second?
Yes.
Wow,
This is
we-
the second time we've had to go down.
We are so lucky
So
to be here for this.
Which I kind of laugh at now because it was just like the most stereotypical Kansas thing you could possibly think of. And it was definitely my worst fear about going there, but you know, nothing bad happened. I don't even think it hit any homes. And obviously we survived because we're still here. So live to see another day. And what else happened? While we were there, Alan got a brand new job and literally a couple hours of searching, which was just crazy. Oh, and it's supposed to be fully remote, so it should not impact our travels too much. It actually kind of got us traveling again in a way, because it took us to the East Coast of the United States, where we had never been before. We got to go to Boston for a day. And meet up with one of my old high school friends, and he showed us all around the city, and it was so pretty and had so many plants around. It was very walkable and kind of felt like being in Europe or something. It was really nice, and I kind of wish we stayed longer. But we had plans to visit our friend Caesar, who lives in New York, so we made our way to New York City for a few weeks and did all the touristy things. So, you know, Statue of Liberty.
That's the Statue of Liberty for the first time ever.
You can't even see it on the camera. It's that little tiny dot right there.
Times Square, Wall Street, Central Park, the museums, all that good stuff. It was really fun. And then we met up with our friend Caesar, and he took us to a bunch of awesome little bars around the city.
So Rudy's was founded in 1902. No, just kidding, I don't know. But I know that you do get a hot dog with every beer that you purchase. So every beer that you purchase, you get a free hot dog.
Okay, Alan. Give us your review on it.
It was, what, $3 for a terrible beer, but a great hot dog.
And so many great restaurants, and we just went to a bunch of places that we would have never found on our own, and that was so much fun to spend time with him. And I also got to see my cousin who lives there, and I had not seen her since we were little kids, so it was awesome to be able to meet up with her and get to know her better too. But overall, I'd say we had a lot of fun exploring New York City, and we ate way too much food. The food scene there is insane. I'm pretty sure we each gained like 10 pounds despite walking a ton there. It was fun. And then after New York, we went back to California really quick to visit family. And while we were there, we finally got to make it to Alan's mom's annual Halloween party, which is like kind of their huge annual thing they do. And you might have seen her a couple of times on the channel. So I know some of you guys miss her, and she's doing great. Anyways, that party was just a blast. We got to invite our friends and we just had so much fun.
I'm wearing I'm so gonna put that in.
Especially since Halloween is our favorite holiday and we haven't been able to celebrate it here in years now. After Halloween, we were kind of deciding on what we should do next because Alan's dad has been doing pretty well and we finally got all of our documents figured out with our move and our passport renewals and all that good stuff. And we really did want to go back abroad, but we've been super worried about being too far away and having to rush back again.
I just cannot decide, but really quick, I think it's hilarious. There's somewhere called Unalaska, but like San Diego is literally the worst airport. All the flights we're looking at are like 20 hours. Yeah, exactly.
We're planning on coming back for the holidays again anyways, so we decided to start looking a little bit closer. And then we found some great deals on flights to Hawaii.
Going to Hawaii!
Wait. It says it's finalizing. It's finalizing. I've really drawn this one out. Woo! Reservation confirmed. I'm so excited. I miss it so much.
We actually got them free thanks to our credit card. And now we are in Oahu. And we're staying with a couple of Alan's old friends from high school who recently had a room open up. And we lived here for a couple of years, so we've just been having an amazing time visiting our friends and going to all of our favorite spots and going on all these jungle hikes.
You gotta go through this?
Yeah, look, that's the trail marker on the other side.
Bro. We're walking through the forest. Finished hike. Alan, come on.
What?
You're up here like California girls did.
Yeah, let's do your California Valley girl.
Oh my god, like we did it!
Swimming at our favorite beaches, seeing a lot of our old friends that live here, and I don't know, it was just the right decision for us for right now. And that brings us all the way to the present. I'm honestly really sad I didn't film more the last few months or really make anything out of it, but to be honest, we were just really struggling through most of this time period. And we've been so grateful that because of how we live, we've had the flexibility to just drop everything, move, be able to be there for family when they need us. But because we have not lived in the mainland United States in like 7 or 8 years now, we've totally built our lives around living abroad, and that's caused a lot more challenges to come up. So in addition to dealing with all of the emotions already involved with having a sick parent, we've just kind of been in this limbo where we don't want to live here, but we also do need to for right now, and it has just been difficult moving and getting all of our documents in order and not really having our own space, but also not wanting to invade other people's space because we're here long term, and the whole situation has just been rough, and it's cost us a lot of money between canceled plans, rushing back a bunch, different tax arrangements, insurance arrangements. We've had to move, and it's just been a lot of sticker shock coming back to the US, which is already very expensive. So it's been a lot, and we've totally neglected this channel, which was growing really quickly into a successful business.
Hey Randy. This commemorates us crossing 7,000 subscribers. How's it feel?
I have to eat a frog tonight. I'm feeling conflicted right now.
Worse than a regular job?
Oh no, I love it. I love making videos. It's really fun. It's like, I don't know, it adds like another layer to the travel. It kind of forces you to like stop and think about what you're doing and learn more, and not just kind of like float through, you know what I mean?
We were so excited because it felt like we were like making it happen.
We're currently making a pitch for a company, and they're working with a tourism board for hopefully an opportunity with them.
It was the dream, right? And yeah, right now it's pretty dead from not posting. So yeah, it just kind of like sucks feeling like the world keeps putting your dreams on hold. And it was like just after everything was starting to feel normal again after COVID, and then we got this unexpected diagnosis, which is like, you know, obviously nobody's fault, but it sucks. So it kind of just felt like everything came crashing down on us like all at once. And I know we're very privileged, and a lot of our problems are largely caused because of our own lifestyle choices. But I don't know, I felt like things were going really well for us for so long that it has been just like a really hard experience to have so many negatives happen all at one time. But not everything about this period of time has been bad. I think this time has really allowed us to kind of slow down and appreciate some other things in our lives. Like, we had been exposing ourselves to so much stimulation. It has just been like, go, 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 plan, travel, edit, rush, do this, do that. And I think in a way we were kind of distracting ourselves, and our lives were just kind of feeling like increasingly hollow, and we were not really appreciating these places or these experiences as fully as we should have been, and we normally would have been. So when we first came back to the US and we couldn't distract ourselves anymore, I feel like we finally had to kind of face a lot of these problems, and we were really letting our negative feelings about everything just totally consume us. But that's not good. So we've been slowly working through a lot of those feelings, and we've really had to remind ourselves that it's okay to be happy about some things, even when life isn't going perfectly. Like, I am so happy we've been able to spend more time with our friends and family, which we really haven't done enough of, and it's been so good to catch up. And I've been so happy I've been getting back into my favorite hobby, which is like traditional art. And I've recently been getting into watercolors, which has been so much fun and so relaxing, and they are portable, so I'm hoping to keep doing it whenever we do eventually get back on the road. We also picked up an old iPad to try out digital art, which I've been wanting to do for a while, and it's challenging to learn, but Alan has been taking a bit of a liking to it as well, so that's fun. And I think this break has left me just feeling so much more inspired and motivated, and I've been kind of running with that feeling as much as I can. I started working on other projects. I recently relaunched our website and our blog, which is still very much a work in progress, but it already has hundreds of our old posts and photos cataloged, which I had been wanting to do for years. And right now we're getting to spend time in our favorite place in the entire world. It is so beautiful here. The sunshine is so warm on your skin, and the ocean's so soothing, and we've been exercising more and eating better, and the islands are just very therapeutic and healing, and I always feel like I'm living my best life here. So I've just been trying to soak in every last moment. And even though we're not quite where we want to be in life right now, we've been slowly getting over this slump and have been feeling pretty good again. And that just feels so amazing after living so long without feeling that way. Sorry about that. Hope I didn't have to shift you guys around too much. I'm not very good at these talking videos, and had to do a few takes and use a lot of battery. Anyways, to switch topics, something else I wanted to chat with you guys about is this YouTube channel, which I have been thinking a lot about lately. Really quick, I do want to take a quick moment to thank you guys for following along. We really have like an amazing little community going on here. And it continues to grow every single day. There are like 33,000 of you guys now, which is just insane. So thank you guys so much. We've had so many great experiences because of this. Met so many amazing people.
That's pretty amazing.
Even a few of you guys who are probably watching this right now. And we did things we probably would have never done otherwise.
Spent 80 baht on this bad boy.
I hate myself.
Come on. 4. There you go.
Oh, it feels gross.
But there have been some downsides to it too. Issues with the travel genre aside, YouTube is so much work, and it does not pay well, and a lot of people in the comment section are really mean, And there's so much pressure on creators to constantly be cranking out these videos if they want to do well on the platform. And while we do love so much about it, it can be kind of demoralizing sometimes. And I guess I've just been feeling a bit burned out and even slightly negative about it lately. So we just kind of want to realign with where we are headed with it and put a little less pressure on ourselves and stop trying to please this algorithm and especially stop trying to please these negative commenters. And I just want to kind of embrace our more relaxed style and go about things a little more casually and focus more on documenting rather than making this like perfect polished product. I'll probably keep still making the little city guides and stuff because I think those are actually a lot of fun, but I think we've kind of been afraid to be ourselves sometimes, and I would love to just record more of the raw moments.
That was pretty rough.
Because they get cut out a lot of the time.
I'm so hungry that everything makes me sick.
And maybe even branch out a little bit, like incorporate some of the other things I enjoyed at the channel, like, I don't know, maybe art tutorials or tutorials about making videos or travel tutorials or, I don't know, something. Maybe even live streaming. I think that could be really fun every once in a while. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe I am going like way too many directions with this. Anyways, that is what has been going on with us lately. We are really excited to just move forward with everything and get back to posting. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. We have some cool plans ahead, so hopefully we'll see you soon. Bye!